So if y'all don't know what happened in this video, um, there was a man who got shot at by the police in the back of this SUV right here, uh, all because an acorn fell from the tree right up here, and I want to say it fell either on the ground or on the SUV. I want to say it fell on the SUV. That's where my eyes seen it fall. But after I tried to see it again, I couldn't see it after that. But I did see the first time I seen it fall down. So I'm gonna try to slow it down this time. I'm gonna try. I hope this man got a lawsuit.
Florida deputy who shot an unarmed handcuffed man has resigned.
I didn't see it that time. See, there was nothing. Let's see if I can find it. It hit the glass.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! You know. I'm in! What?
He's really, I mean, like, it's crazy how the guy's like literally in pain from nothing. Nobody shot at him. He wasn't hit. It's crazy how his mind really fooled his body like that. Do y'all really think his mind did that? Or do y'all think that he just don't like the guy? You think that this is all an act? I feel like he's acting.
In the car! I shot through the car! Oh!
He shot through the car. Now remind y'all, if y'all go check another video, they pat this man down. They definitely checked him, searched him and everything. So where'd the gun come from? Why didn't they find that before?
I don't know.
He just pulled it from his booty?
I might have hit my vest.
Oh, and the person saying no is his girlfriend that called the cops on him in the first place. My ex used to threaten me with that, like I'm a call the police on you when we would get into our little arguments. Like I would never put my hands on her, but she would. It would be like little petty stuff, and she wouldn't like to answer the questions. You know what I'm saying that I was asking. She'd get mad, want to throw a fit, throw her little temper tantrums, and I'd say some shit she don't like. See, that's why today I get you. I gotta have shit in my like in my name. This apartment can't nobody kick me out of this, except for the man, like the landlord. But I ain't in a relationship with the landlord. As long as I pay my rent and stay out the way, ain't got no problem with me. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not just my name on it. It's me and my new girlfriend that I've been with for going on 3 years. And she not once threatened to call the cops on me. I feel like when you threaten your black boyfriend with the cops, especially you being a white girl, it's a death sentence. It's a death sentence.
might have hit my vest. I don't know. I'm not.
I seen this part, so
Try to navigate so that you can make some sense of what you just saw. Put up the picture full mass.
If you're looking for a new career that combines your love for animals with what you do for a living, look to MedQuest College.
This is going to be a hell of a story. Deputy Jesse Hernandez mistakes an acorn for gunfire and fires at an unarmed suspect named Marquise Jackson.
that's crazy.
It all began at
I got a
about
cousin.
8:42.
I got a cousin named Marquise, but I can't say his last name. I ain't gonna do that. Oh shit! Thought I had more Rellos.
2 a.m. November 12th, 2023. This was on McLaren Circle. When the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office received a call of a vehicle driving around honking its horn. So that's disrupting the peace, according to them. And they say this has been happening since 3 a.m. A woman then called the sheriff's office accusing Mr. Jackson, 22 years of age, of taking a vehicle and sending threats via text message and phone calls. According to the sheriff's office, Jackson arrived around 9:09 a.m. before he was detained, searched, handcuffed, and placed in the rear of Deputy Jesse Hernandez's patrol vehicle. The young woman then completed an affidavit for the stolen vehicle. She reportedly told deputies Jackson had a silencer, but she wasn't sure where it was, and that he had more than one weapon. When Hernandez was returning with the victim's rights form for the woman, other deputies had communicated they found her vehicle. Hernandez then approached the passenger side rear door of his patrol vehicle to do a secondary search of Jackson when he heard a pop sound, which he thought was a gunshot, and believed he had been hit, according to the OCSO news release. Per the recently released body cam, Hernandez yelled, quote, "Shots fired," multiple times before falling to the ground, rolling, and began firing at the patrol car. Sergeant Beth Roberts also began just firing into the vehicle. Why? Because somebody else is shooting. Let's all shoot. There's no threat. Let's just start shooting.
Right. Ridiculous.
Started shooting because he also perceived a threat based on the actions of Officer Hernandez. Here's the thing. Jackson escaped uninjured. No weapon was located. Thankfully, these guys cannot shoot an unmoving target in their own car.
It's crazy.
Witnesses said they heard what they thought could have been a muffled gunshot, according to an OCSO news release. 3 News 5 reporters listened to the body camera footage. They did not hear the sound described. They didn't hear a damn thing.
Right.
They did all kind of amplification, heard nothing. So what did the deputy hear? Interviewed after the incident by Michael Hogan, an investigator, the deputy said he had definitely heard a suppressed weapon firing. Quote, "I felt an impact on my right side, like a upper torso area. My legs just give out," he claimed. When shown images from his body cam footage of the acorn hitting his car, Mr. Hernandez posed the question, acorn? Mr. Hogan confirmed, acorn. Yeah. Question, if he could have mistaken the sound of the acorn for gunfire, he answered, quote, what I heard sounded like what I think will be louder than an acorn hitting the roof of a car, but there's obviously an acorn hitting the roof of the car, end quote. Jackson's statement. In a public Facebook post on the 7th of February, Jackson recalled the day he could have died. A few months later, I hear an officer scream. A few moments later, I hear an officer scream, I'm hit. He's armed. Jackson said in the post. As soon as that was announced, multiple shots were fired at me while I was stuck in the back seat. All I could do was lean over and play dead to prevent getting shot in the head, end quote. Jackson said he was scared to death, and I knew all I could depend on was God. I ignored everything and prayed. Windows were shattering on me the whole time as bullets continued flying across me. He said he was blessed not to get hit by bullets or physically be hurt. Quote, but mentally, I'm not okay. I haven't been the same since, and I don't think this feeling I have will ever change. Deputy Hernandez on the left, all right, on the left, who, per the Telegraph, served 2 tours in Afghanistan as an officer but did not see direct combat, had been with the OCSO since January 2022. He resigned on December 4th, 2023, right before the new year. Sergeant Roberts on the right has been with OCSO since May of 2008. Both were current on resistance training and firearms qualification, according to the sheriff's office. The OCSO's office professional standards conducted an internal probe and determined that the use of force was not objectively reasonable and that he, in fact, violated policy regarding excessive use of control to resistance. The investigation also determined Roberts' use of deadly force was objectively reasonable, and she was exonerated because, according to her, well, I was shooting because he was shooting. And so that's what we're kind of trained to do. We're trained to just shoot when another cop shoots. Put him up, full mask. Buck stops with him. You're talking about the sheriff here, Eric Aiden. All right. The OCSO's Criminal Investigation Division reviewed the incident after initial investigation for any possible criminal charges. The sheriff's office also reportedly requested an independent review by the First Judicial Circuit State Attorney's Office, but ultimately no probable cause for criminal charges was found, which is insane, by the way. So the police investigation of their own person says, okay, this guy violated our policy, violated protocol, utilized excessive force, and decided to start shooting at a human being. Now, it doesn't matter that he was unsuccessful at killing him. Okay, let's put that aside. It doesn't matter that he was unsuccessful at killing the person, because the same action could have caused the death of the individual inside of the police car. You see, if the person would have died, do we then say, okay, well, that's obviously at least involuntary manslaughter because of the extreme negligence demonstrated by this officer? You know, negligence can be so extreme that it is determined to be criminal. You do not have to engage in mens rea, which means I'm formulating a thought in order to commit a criminal act. You can simply engage in conduct that is so extremely negligent that you should have known that it could have caused damage to another person, right, or potential death.
Right.
But the officer is allowed to resign. The officer has no charges. And the insanity of what you just heard is exactly how it happened. Now, Wozni, let me ask you this, brother, because he's in a police car, he's handcuffed. What kind of gun is he aiming and shooting after the cop handcuffs him?
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why
hears the cop say, shots fired and I'm hit. Now, it's not just the one, it's the two now. Because now I'm thinking this guy's making up a story in order to kill somebody.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you why I say that. He doesn't just say shots fired
He said
and then
hit.
later say, I misheard the acorn.
He said he's hit.
He says shots fired, I'm hit. I'm hit. You see, that is justification.
And not only did he say he was hit, he was acting like he was hit. He was literally crawling away from where he was hit at. You know what I'm saying? Like, what in the world?
Because cops have a subjective standard. If they can prove that they believe that their frame of mind was that of one in danger, they are able to get away with murder. Period. That's what the Supreme Court has ruled. This sounds like a narrative.
Oh. Yeah.
Stupid ass shit.
To me, dear brother. And some people may say I'm reaching, but I'm telling you, the shots fired and him saying that he got hit, this is insanity to me. What say you?
Yo.
I don't think it's a reach at all. Every single cop in America understands this rule, Dr. Richie. And so they know they just have to establish just the idea that they thought they were in danger. Not that they have to prove that there was actually a physical threat to their life. They just have to believe it.
Yep.
They could be processing a momentary of psychosis. Crazy. Right? They can just say, I believed it. Even if it was just an acorn or a penny or whatever it was that this guy thought he was shot, he knows. If he can establish the basis, like, I thought I was shot, therefore I started shooting everything, he can just work backwards from there. And I'm sorry, I think the department, the sheriff's department should have to come out and explain point by point. Even if this guy's not on trial, they should have to explain to the citizenry, point by point, the logic of what this cop went out there and did and why this is in line with any training that they give to these officers. How do you put somebody on the street who can get it this wrong and damn near this fatally? And obviously my heart goes out to the brother who survived this thing, because we all know this could have easily went fatal, where multiple cops are emptying rounds of clips into the car that you're handcuffed in. This is just a dereliction of duty, a gross one. And yeah, this is obviously on the level of criminality, because no citizen would be able to act this way. No citizen could be like, oh, I saw an Akon, and excuse me.
He said, I saw an Akon. I saw an Akon.
Acorn, sorry, Akon the artist. I saw an acorn and I just started shooting indiscriminately.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's negligence, even if you eliminate the willful intent dynamic.
For a second, he just wasn't dark enough.
You know, we've seen cases where cops have been charged with putting other people in danger. If nothing else, they got the wanton endangerment charge. This guy got none of this. None of it. All right? Hopefully there's a review by the federal government very soon.
Right? Because, man, if they can get away with that, just think about how easy it is for them to, you know what I mean, do that to any of us. They can do that at any given time. Oh, shots fired. And you be in the back and boom. Here you are getting shot at, you know what I mean, and you cuffed up and you don't know what the fuck you know what I mean, you don't know what the fuck going on. You just chilling. You getting ready to go to jail. You like, shit, I'm going to jail. It is what it is. And next thing you know, you hear glass busting and bullets flying through your ear, flying past your head. You know what I'm saying? Flying past your ears. Like you hear loud bangs. Like, can you imagine that? I mean, I'm pretty sure some of y'all's have been in the situation. You know what I mean? Y'all can relate. But drop a comment down. Tell me what y'all like about the video, what y'all don't like about the video, and what type of videos y'all would like to see me do. And thanks for the followers I'm gaining, man. I'm really appreciative of that. I know I ain't been on for a couple days, and I had a couple things going on in my life. A couple of my cousins them passed away, like back to back. It's been a little weird for me, you know. But I ain't gonna stress y'all out with that. Have a blessed day. Keep y'all heads up and stay safe out there because it is a cold world.